Hey everyone, how's it going? So what am I working on now? Well, I got an '06 Chevy Avalanche. It got towed into us, and the customer said it was sitting at another shop for so long that he forgot exactly what was wrong with it. He said he knows it's a transmission problem. He says, but he hasn't driven it in such a long period of time, he doesn't remember exactly what it was doing. He says he just got so irritated with the other shop pushing him off that he towed it into us. So I got in it and I scanned it for codes, and for some reason it's an '06, and for some reason it won't allow me to do a code scan. Not sure why, but it said it wasn't supported on this vehicle. Okay, so but I was able to get into the PCM, and I did a scan of the PCM, and I have several codes, and let me show you. So it's got torque converter, clutch, enable solenoid circuit, 1-2 shift solenoid circuit, 2-3 shift solenoid circuit, 3-2 shift solenoid circuit, torque converter, clutch, pressure control solenoid circuit. This sounds like something's disconnected. I don't know. Did the other shop start to work on this? And just, like, maybe started to disconnect it? I don't know. I haven't the slightest idea. This car actually has mold on one side of the interior. If you look at the seats, see it starting on the seats there? So yeah, I'd say this thing was sitting a while. But I haven't tried to do anything yet. Let me actually see if it'll go in gear. It may not go in gear. Let's find out. Alright, so there you see check engine lights on. Oh, it went in reverse. Okay, it feels like it's in limp mode. Yeah, it feels like it's in limp mode. But it's going in gear. Alright. You know what we're going to do? We're going to check the fluid. Curious what the fluid looks like. Because having all of those solenoid codes, I'm going to have to research it and see. There may be a TCM fuse. Something's ringing a bell with that. I could be wrong though. But let's check the fluid first. Let's just start there and see what we got. Now here we have the old tried and true 5.3. You can see this thing's been parked for a while. I'm not sure if I can pop you up anywhere so you can see what I'm doing. Maybe, maybe not. This might be the best angle. But the fluid on the stick, it doesn't smell burnt. It does not smell burned. But it is pretty severely overfilled. And it's supposed to be down here. It's all the way up here, so it's probably got a good quart, maybe quart and a half overfill. Let me go into the fuse panel. Just curious. Like I said, I don't recall. Let's just see. I'm trying to see if I see a TCM type fuse. I don't see one off the top of my head. Alright, what I'm going to do is, because it has a bunch of ECM fuses, let me look the codes up and see where they lead, and because the codes themselves may lead to telling me about a fuse in that. It's just kind of odd here. So let me do that, and let me see where that brings me. So I started reading up on this, and a common failure, and I forgot all about this, a common failure for this is an ignition switch, believe it or not. The ignition switch can have faulty contact, and the faulty contact comes out through in the fuse box, and it sends the wrong voltage down to the solenoids in the transmission. So a quick check here at the fuse box, and it seems like everything's okay at the moment. So I'm just wondering, is it possible it still is an ignition switch? It's just right now I have good contact, which I might actually clear the codes and take it up the road and see what happens. Since the fluid smelled fine, you know, obviously there's something going on. But let me just show you real quick. I have a power probe out, and let me just show you real quick. So here, on the power probe, the car is making 14.6 volts. That's power, that's ground. So I'm going to show it to you upside down, but just so you can see it. Like here, I'm checking here and here, like the fuses are good, but I'll show you on the screen here. Okay, like 14.5, 14.6, 14.6, 14.6. So in checking all the fuses, everything seems good. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to clear the codes out of this thing. So I'm curious if it's still possible it's an ignition switch issue. It's possible. Don't know yet. Could be a bad harness down in the tranny. Tranny could be unplugged. I don't know. If it's unplugged, these codes should come right back. But then I would think if it's unplugged too, I should set transmission temperature codes. So let's back up. Back up, back up. Actually, you know what I should do? Let me, nah, I don't need it. I have it saved on a photo. So let me clear fault code. Are you sure? Yeah. Okay. Light actually went out. So now, curious. What does it feel like as soon as I put it in gear? No. There's still an issue there. I'm running over my wiring for the power probe. So, okay. I just rolled it forward. I'm rolling it back right now. Now let's just see. I'm curious if any codes came back just from me doing that. Might not have. Yep. All right, so all those codes came back. So we have an electrical problem somewhere. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go down. I got to get this thing on a lift. I got to go down and I got to check the connector at the transmission just to see what's going on down there. All right, let's do that. And I don't even know if I can get it on a lift today. It's maybe a next week project. All right, let me get back down that one. Okay, so this is going to be a multi-part video because I cannot get it on a lift right now. So it's probably going to be next week. It is an electrical problem. I did try it again, and the codes come back again. I did clear them, check them, the codes were gone, put it in gear. As soon as I put it in gear, codes came back. So I definitely have an electrical problem. I don't think this is an internal transmission problem. I mean, it could be something with the valve body internal, like the harness on the inside. It's possible, but to have all those codes, there's something going on there. I don't think it's a transmission failure. So, all right, stay tuned for another part of this video. It's just not going to happen right now. All right, well, hopefully you're getting something out of my videos. If you are, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. All right, guys, have a great day. Keep wrenching.